it's a nasty shock to your system and you've got to learn very fast. And there's children like us that spent such a massive chunk of their lives in hospital. You could see a massive development delay.
The annual Sparkle for Axl Charity Appeal is a heartfelt initiative dedicated to providing toys for children waiting for treatment on hospital wards in memory of Axl Walker. Axl suffered from a rare blood disorder and was a regular patient at Bradford Royal Infirmary before he sadly died 3 days before his 3rd birthday in 2018. Today we'll hear from Claire Walker, Axl's mum, and her inspiring mission to honour her son's legacy, raising funds to bring comfort and joy to young patients.
Axl was a very happy, chirpy little boy. He was very determined. He never really let anything get in his way. He was absolutely obsessed with the programme Paw Patrol. He used to stand in front of the telly and his little legs would do a little dance because he just thought it was fantastic. He was such a happy child. To see him out and about, if you were a total stranger, you would never have guessed that there were anything wrong with him. When you get pregnant, you think that everything's going to be sunshine and roses. You see all these things on telly and in papers and you think, oh, well, that's not going to happen to me. And then when it does, it's a nasty shock to your system and you've got to learn very fast. He'd constantly be in hospital, but it didn't bother him, he loved it. The staff on Ward 17 were amazing. They got to know him, they got to know his quirks, what he liked, what he disliked. Even with helping me, I remember one particular occasion we came in and they turned around and took Axl off me and said, don't worry, we'll get him sorted, we'll get him in his pyjamas, get him ready for bed, we'll settle him down, you just have your cup of tea and some toast. I really noticed what the nurses were doing and thought, I could do this. So I picked up from them. After he passed away, I got a job in A&E as a healthcare assistant. After Axl passed away, I decided to run for a charity to raise some money. I found that it really helped my mental health. The Bradford Hospitals Charity contacted me and said that they wanted to do something in Axl's memory. They were a bit lacking in toys, so that's why we came up with, right, okay, let's raise some money for us to buy some toys, buy some specialist equipment. Like they didn't have much for children that had sensory needs. And there's children like us that spent such a massive chunk of their lives in hospital. You could see a massive development delay. So every December we do Sparkle for Axl Day. We decided to pick the same day as the National Christmas Jumper Day. He just constantly had a smile on his face, which is why we came up with the term Sparkle for Axl. But because I was still into my running, I wanted to set myself some challenges. I'd just seen a few half marathons that I wanted to do. One of my friends decided to say, why don't you set yourself a bit of a challenge of doing one a month? So that's what I'm doing at this present time. When I'm running my races, I do think about Axl a lot, especially when I hit some really hard miles. So whenever I am really struggling, I'm like, right, come on, you can do this. You know, he's looking down, he's watching you, keep going. Since we started raising in 2018, from the Sparkle for Axl Day, all the running that I've done, we have raised over £20,000, which is just fantastic. And I cannot thank the people enough that have donated. They've made such a difference to the children on the ward. The children's playroom now is full with toys. I won Charity Hero of the Year. It felt amazing to know that some staff members out there have recognised what I've done and took the time to vote for me and said, we're proud of her and we think she's doing amazing.
Claire is a force to be reckoned with. She's a busy, full-time working mum, but she's so passionate about giving back. And her dedication to Bradford Hospitals Charity has just been inspirational. Claire was a very deserving winner and we were so proud of her on the night to see her receive her award. To everybody in the Trust that takes that time and that effort to fundraise for the charity, we thank you all because we know it's not easy, and we hope to come and see you with more events and more fundraising ideas into 25.